Daddy.
Hmm.
Daddy's coming. Come here. In there. And Daddy, be quiet. That baby's sleeping. So she's sleep. Can you go sleep? Yes. You fall asleep? Yes. Hi. In my toy box. In my toy box. In my toy box. Clean up. It's time to clean up. Time to clean up. Time for you things away. It's time for cleaning. It's time to clean up. It's time to clean up. Clean up your books. Clean up. 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 The way.
Fuck.
Let's talk about cats to clean
Oh, the
up.
Bills lose too. Damn.
I
Wow.
try to tell Kai to clean up.
That's given.
Kai.
When you gonna start cleaning
You're not
up?
Kai. That is Daddy. You're not Kai.
My fault. You right.
That's Kai. Kai.
You right. You right. You right.
Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up.
Man, who on James Cook? That's a release, buddy.
Clean up, clean up, clean up, mama. Clean up, and the toy box, and the toy box, and the toy box.
Kai, no.
No.
Take that from him.
Wait.
TP. Made it through some hard times. Rerouted. Made a way.
It's time to clean up. It's time to clean up. Let's clean up. Let's your cups away. Let's your cups.
Got Donald Cook. He retired. This is stink. Kai, give me that. Kai, you ain't just hear me say take that from him? Give me that. Give me that whole bag. Why is y'all in this bag?
Because I have
Y'all do too much, boy. I don't hear that, dude.
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Escaping the pressure right. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the middle, it's Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On play action, here's Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Jaguar defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Now they'll change things up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. To throw, Williams. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Rolling to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Jaguars at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Morrison. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing again here, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Here's Williams. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 3. To the air, Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Runs through the contact. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Right back to Cook for another completion. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, here's Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's sharp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. To throw, Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Williams going to look to throw again. Flushed out right. Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh,
the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bears 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bears take over first down here at their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Cook up the gut. Now he's free at the 35. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. James Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
At the 22-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On play action, here's Williams. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence now going to move them around. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jaguars have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Williams throwing to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll change things around before the snap. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll drop this one off with ETN. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
2nd and goal from the 1. Lawrence on the sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Second down, 8 yards to go. They run it again with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. Fourth down and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
First down, Chicago.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
Well, it's a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? it's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,